Hello everyone. Phoenix61 here with your daily dose of World of Warships Legends. Happy New Year, everybody! If you're watching this day of release, it is January 1st has arrived. Hopefully you're not too hungover, right? We are in the Georgia today, so I'm going to, not the best, as fun as it is when it's two brothers to YOLO push up the middle, especially on capture the base, right? Georgia's not exactly the best ship for that, right? So we're a little bit better. We'll use some speed. We'll get out on a flank and see what becomes of it, right, as we head out, right? So, yeah. We're a little bit better. We're, of course, if you guys have been watching my channel, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. But if you know me, we've got the Georgia built out for sort of a range / accuracy / AP destroyer, right? Like, so that's kind of how the build is set up. And of course, I'll go through the commander build and guide, whatever you want to call it, at the end, like I normally do. But yeah, to start off, we get the enemy carrier, right? He's coming for us. I am not sure why somebody tripped, what was that, radar or sonar? It's a little bit early in the game for that, but okay, you do you. But yeah, so we'll turn away from them. We had enough time. We saw them coming. We were able to turn away. Sometimes turning in is a little bit better of a decision, right? But we had the time. Turned away, and then, of course, he is going to lose the vast majority of his planes before he's able to get a second run on anybody, I would guess, just because he's flying over, what, 3 battleships plus our carrier, right? So, yeah. And then, yeah, first thing that we're able to shoot is going to be this Akatsuki, right? And it's always kind of tough to, like, do I shoot at a destroyer that's that far out, right, as a battleship? But I'm going to take the shot. I don't have anything else to shoot at the moment, right? And, of course, we super whiff that one, right? But, like, we're still, like, nothing else. We don't have line of sight on anything else to shoot at anyway, so it was worth it, even though we missed, Any overpen on a destroyer, right, is valuable, right? So we're going to get a little bit better chance here because he's slowing down to try and get within his smoke screen, so now it's going to be a little bit more predictable. So took that shot there, and we do get 2 overpens for 3,400 damage, right? So I'm sure that helped out. Hopefully somebody can finish him off. I know our own destroyer was trying to get out of the line of fire as well. And then, yeah, we're going to see what comes around the corner here. We've got I think there's 2 Bismarcks, a Constellation maybe, and then there's like a Hawk or something out there as well. And then, yep, somebody, what was that, a sonar or radar, right? We've got the destroyer got spotted for a split second there. Yeah, there's Constellation. And then, yep, a Hawk back far in the back. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll take our shot, the Constellation, right? He's not angled well for us, so we'll aim a little bit high. We'll go superstructure or upper plating, whatever you want to call it, right? And we actually do a good chunk of damage on him. And then, yeah, I was kind of slowing down and speeding up. We are angled a little bit, but poorly, but it's a Bismarck, right? So not too threatening. And then Hawk here is nice and broadside, so this is where we are going to take advantage of the build that is the Georgia here. Seems like a long flight time, but full health Hawk down to 0 health Hawk. 4 Citadel hits for all of his damage there. That gets us first blood and devastating strike, and this is why we play the Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is why Phoenix likes the Georgia. I know, like, other people say, like, it's inconsistent, right? And, like, we've built into the, the what is it? Like, the shell grouping and dispersion. So we built into that a little bit, and I think that does help. And then we do have an epic mod on here for, I think it gives us better shell grouping for every 30,000 damage, right? So we've got that multiplied by 3 now that we took out the Hawk in one swift swoop. And then we'll see if this Fletcher is going to stay in range. Like, he is right at the edge of our range here. Okay, not going to be able to shoot him, I guess. So we'll go for a Bismarck, right? We're kind of out wide and we're not spotted at the moment, so I'm going to take my time and choose my shots and targets as best I can here. We get moved around a little bit more because once we fire, again, we're going to get picked up and spotted right away. And then, yeah, now we've got a couple of choices here. We did decent on the Constellation, even though he was angled before, so I'll take another shot at him. And yeah, Bismarcks are probably running like secondary battery builds, right? Yeah, that puts us over 100k. And not, you know, a lot of those German battleships, right? Not the greatest guns at range. So we'll take our time getting around here, getting positioned. We'll take the shot at the Fletcher here. We put the spotter plane out to see if we could get a little bit better dispersion. And then, of course, everyone else is shooting him as well. That's how you know you're on a good team. And we actually would have gotten that kill. I saw the shells hit, but somebody else beat us to it. Which is fine. Destroyer off the board. I don't care who kills it, right? Alright, good angle on this Bismarck here. And this is one, you know, these Bismarcks, you know, a lot of the German battleships have this, you know, this more unique armor scheme, right? And so it's a little bit tougher to get those heavy hit Citadel hits on them, but we land all 6 shells there, right? 3 penetrations and 3 overpens for a good chunk of damage. Tell me Georgia's inconsistent. We are up to 4 times 4 on our epic mod though, so that's giving us what, 2, 4, 6, 8% better dispersion now. On top of the build that we have, right? So it's helping, I'm sure. Yeah, let's see, only one hit, you know, only one hit on that Constellation there. Although granted he was pointed towards us, so. And then we were backing up as these guys were shooting at us, so I decided to trip the engine boost and then start going forward, and we were able to dodge some bullets that way. A little bit better angle with the Bismarck here, but we're not spotted, so I'm going to see if I can't get turned and push up a little bit more before we fire our guns and possibly get away from the outer wall here because it's super annoying. And then we can see the carrier on the minimap, right? He's moving this direction, and so I'm going to guess he's probably going to pick on us the vast majority of the game, or the rest of the game here, just because he's moving towards this side. A good hit on the Bismarck that pops high caliber for us. And then, yep, here comes the airplanes. And Constellation's giving us some angle, but I'm kind of hoping we can finish off the Bismarck here. Looks like our destroyer is picking on him as well, so he's getting pretty low here. And yes, we can. Shooting down all sorts of planes, and then yeah, just paying attention to the minimap and to see where the fighters, you know, the torpedo bombers are coming from, so we can kind of either turn into them or turn away from them, right? And then Constellation's angling and kiting away here. That's fine. Like we can fight this battle for a little bit here. It's almost at this point like we can angle appropriately, right? But I'm going to be more annoyed by the wherever the carrier's coming from here. 157,000 damage now. And yeah, so since these bombers are coming in now, I'm going to turn away from the Constellation, right? We're not spotted by a ship, we're only spotted by planes, so he can't lock onto us. I'm going to fire the guns right as we go around the corner here, right? So we're going to be angled to him, but it's fine. We're going around this island here, and then this gives the dive bombers, right, from the carrier a little bit worse of an angle to try and drop bombs on us, so that was probably the right call there. Hoping to mitigate a little bit of damage. And then as we come back around the corner here, again, we're only spotted by the planes, so we can get all 3 turrets on target here. He did take a shot at us, so he must have shot that probably right as we were still spotted as we went around from firing the first time. I don't know. But yeah, unless they're destroyers over here, but I think their destroyer is further out. And then it also could be their carrier spotting us as well. Yeah, there he is. There's the Lexington. Alright, so we'll see. We don't want to give up too much angle with the Constellation, right? But it would be nice to go and go after that Lexington since he's like full on health. And then we're going to have to turn into the Torp bombers, right? So we get this one on the right. We get it, you know, we run over it before it was able to arm or whatever you want to call it, come up to the surface, whatever. So that one kind of went, you know, dormant, whatever you want to call it, right? Void, whatever. And so it didn't do any damage to us. And then, of course, we were able to dodge the other one. One more coming behind us. Was kind of hoping we'd shoot him down, but we didn't. And then as we come around the corner, I'm just making sure we're going to be able to dodge it, right? Looks fine. Sometimes with the carriers, I'm always like, I don't always know where to shoot, so. But we do get a good chunk there with a Citadel hit. And that pops Confederate for us. Can we get loaded before somebody else kills him? I think we might be able to beat the torpedoes, but we do have another battleship on our team that's finally coming around from home base there. Yep, the Monarch got him. It's fine. That's going to put us up to 197,000 damage, right? Almost broke the 200k mark here. And then I did switch to the HE just in case this destroyer was kind of headed in this direction or not, right? But I don't think he is, right? We're not spotted. Nobody, you know, the zones, the base isn't capped or contested right now, and then we can see the torpedoes further out there. So I fast forward through the kind of the last minute or two of this game here. We don't quite get in range to be able to finish off or help with this destroyer, right? Yeah, you can see the carrier. Our carriers picked him up on the mini-map there, and then our teammates, we had, what, 3 or 4 people in the zone, so it got captured pretty quickly. So we will take a look at the leaderboard, and then I will go through the build and commander guide. And yes, we are using Agilane, New Jersey, right? So this would have been a good one to pick up, right? So I think this was probably my very, very first paid commander that I was like, all right, I got to get that one, right? Just because of the epic damage that you can build into this. 3,000 XP puts us at the top of the leaderboard fairly easily there. I think our split buddy, it was down almost the 2,000, right? Almost beat him by 1,000 XP. And then, yeah, walked away with 500 grand in the silver. But yeah, there was like a revamp or a Azure Lane wave, whatever, right, where they let people buy like any, and well, not all of them, but most of them were back out there, right? So I am using the turret traverse speed for this first mod slot. You could go secondary battery, but not a big deal there, right? And then propulsion mod, concealment system for 3, and then here we are using dispersion, and with the epic boost, which gives us an extra 2% per 30,000 damage that we do, right? And then Agilane, New Jersey is the commander. Colorado on here for better reload time and better shell grouping. I don't have her upgraded very much because I think I got her from a crate during the like revamp or the, you know, the, what, I don't know what you want to call it, but where they had like all the Azure Lane like commanders, you were able to buy them like sometime this past summer or whatever, right? But yeah, her main perk right here, her base trait is the, you know, shells that fly over 10k do more damage. And then, yeah, we're basically just building into range, accuracy, and AP shell damage. I do Firefighter here to help compensate for the Flammable Cannoneer perk on the first row, but you could pick the, what's this other one? I always forget what this other one's called, because yeah, on second thought, you could pick that just because you get the extra 5% reload time, right? So if you wanted to go reload, you could do that, but I prefer Firefighter, right? Especially since I'm not using... Yeah, so Flammable Cannoneer gives you an extra fire chance, right? And then Don't You Just Love It is her main unique perk that's really awesome, right? Better dispersion and more damage with Citadel strikes. And then, yeah, I'm using Will to Rebuild, right? So you could go, like, I suppose if you went the reload route, right, you could do Fight Fire with Fire. And then that way the fires wouldn't be so detrimental, right? But that's kind of what I do, but yeah. I know a lot of people don't like to run Wheel to Rebuild, especially if you're not in a division, right? But I don't know, I find it handy every once in a while. I'll go buddy up against another Blueberry and let it work itself out, right? But that is going to be our Georgia game for the day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I know most folks that return and watch my videos are not subscribed, so it really does help me out quite a bit. And then, yeah, we do Legends videos pretty much every day, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again. See you next time.